horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and once again, I will continue my celebration of Women in Horror Month. So today, I'm going to be reviewing the cult classic, The Craft. Yes! Now, The Craft is a 1996 American supernatural horror film. It was directed by Andrew Fleming. It stars Robin Tunney, Fariza Balk, Nev Campbell, and Rachel Troon. This is a very popular film. Back when it first came out, it's sort of like a mix of Clueless meets Witchcraft. Very successful film when it first came out. It's obviously since it's become a cult classic, and obviously one of the reasons why I decided to review this film due to Women in Horror Month, mainly due to the excellent performance by all the women in the movie, and the fact that it actually gives a great representation of Wicca religion and the witchcraft itself. And I thought it was very nice to actually what they did on the film. And I thought it was very nice to actually review this film. Now, before I review the film, I want to make this is the first time I've announced it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what's been going on as of late with going on with the horror community itself. So basically, my good friend, Gory B Movie from HorrorX TV, she's gotten together almost all the horror channels, and we're going to do something special next weekend, which is called the Creepy Channel Crawl. Basically, it's going to be 24 hours, where each of the horror channels will do a live stream for 24 hours a day, and I will be included in this. I'll be on Sunday. I will leave a link in the description below, so that way you can go ahead and view the schedule. And basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get smaller channels such as myself get their watch time up, get probably even raise their subscriber count even up. Whether or not if they can beat the deadline by February 20th, where in order to monetize your videos, you have to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time and at least 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, people can actually meet that goal or not. Hopefully, by doing this, hopefully we can raise our numbers up so they don't have to work that hard. But that's basically what we're going to be doing. It's going to be next weekend, starting on the 18th. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below as well. It's called the Greedy Channel Crawl. Creepy. Creepy Channel Crawl. Get it right, Monty G. It's the Creepy Channel Crawl. And like I said, once again, kudos goes to Gory B Movie for creating this up. She's working her ass off, and I really appreciate what she's doing. And you got to give her credit for how she's working this and getting this all done. So hopefully you guys, my subscribers, please go on ahead and when I leave I'll leave a link in the description below. Take a look at the schedule. Or preferably watch all the people that's going to be doing this live stream. And of course, including mine as well. Now, obviously, one of the reasons I stated before, one of the reasons why I picked this movie as my celebration of Women in Horror Month is the depiction of witchcraft and the Wicca religion. I have a good friend of mine who I grew up with in high school. She practiced Wicca. Obviously, people know Gory B. She practices that. And I believe Vicky from Nightmare Maven, I believe she also practices Wicca religion. And they really do a good job in depicting the actual way witchcraft is practiced and the Wicca religion itself. They do give mad respect for it. Fariza Balk, she's actually a real Wicca. She was cast in the role as Nancy. They even actually had I think her name was Pat. I'll take a look at my notes here. I think her name was Pat Damon. I think they actually had a real live Wicca on set as an online consultant. They wanted to make sure that they got everything right. So I really give Andrew Fleming and all the producers credit for making sure that everything was correct and everything was on point as far as the incantations that most people who practices the Wicca religion is on point, and even all the spells that they do cast in this movie is on point as well. So I really give them credit, and that's where I really appreciate what they did here. And I wish Hollywood would try to focus more movies on witchcraft based on this movie and not the typical stereotype witches that we've seen in other movies as well. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this movie. Now, of course, this movie represents these four girls. We have Nancy, Bonnie, Rochelle, and Sarah. Now, of course, Sarah just transferred over to the school, so she's new here, and it is before long that she actually meets Nancy, Bonnie, Nancy, Bonnie, and Rochelle. They're all practicing witchcraft, and they all have their own personal reasons why. Rochelle is being bullied by a racist girl. Um, Bonnie has her own problems because she has scars on her body being caught in a fire when she was little. And unfortunately, Nancy, she has her own reasons why, as we see later on in the movie, what's wrong with her. Sarah, she has her own problems too. Obviously, she is not good when she suffers from survivor's guilt, if I got the story right, because unfortunately her mother passed away when she was born, and she has survivor's guilt. As a matter of fact, we learn later on that she actually tried to kill herself earlier before in life, before the movie began. It is before long before the girls finally realize that Sarah actually has some type of witchcraft in herself, and the four of them get together and start practicing witchcraft and doing their invocation of the spirit, where they eventually try to cast Maman. I think that's the name of the spirit they're trying to invoke. If I got that wrong, please let me know. And that's basically the plot of the picture. As I stated before, one of the reasons why I truly love this picture is basically the acting of all four girls. Robin, Frizuka, Nev, and Rachel all do a great job in portraying these characters. We see them at their worst, and we see them as they continue on their path, and we see how the spells work in their favor once they start casting the spells, and we also see how the spells also start to have negative effects on them. With Sarah, she fortunately decides to go with this dude. I think his name is Chris. She's infatuated with him. But when he starts spreading rumors about her, she gets mad, so she casts a love spell on him. And unfortunately, as we all know, with love spells, they can be quite dangerous. When we see Bonnie's character, she heals herself and she becomes beautiful. Unfortunately, to the point where she starts to get narcissistic with her beauty. And Rochelle, when she casts a spell against the girl that was bullying her, all of a sudden, she starts becoming hysterical and she starts to go crazy. But it's really Nancy that's the one that really starts to lose it. As the film goes on, we also see how unbalanced that she truly is, and that you have to give Razuka Buck credit for her performance as Nancy. As the movie goes forward, we see her descent into madness as she starts going crazy with power, and you got to give her credit, but she steals the show in every part of the scene that she's in, especially towards the end of the movie. No, as I stated before, I wish Hollywood would make more movies about witchcraft about this. There's not that many that I can point off the top of my head that have created witchcraft and exploited the Wicca religion such an honest detail and pinpoint precision as this movie is. That's why I really enjoyed the movie. There's really no flaws in it at all. I can't think of any flaws in this movie at all. It's well directed, it's shot well, and it's acted well. Like I said, you got to give kudos to all the women who starred in this role, especially for Zuka Bulk. She really steals it in every scene that she's in, and it's a shame that the film deserves better respect than it does. Yes, it's a lot of people enjoy it. It became a cult following, but it needs to be praised more for what it's done. Basically, I'm about to open my vote, and I'm going to give The Craft 4 out of my 5 gold coins. The Craft gets 4 out of my 5 gold coins. I truly love this picture, and I'm pretty sure everyone else truly loves The Craft. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen The Craft. I don't know if you haven't seen it. It's played almost every time. I'm pretty sure you can find it, whether it's on demand, whether it's online. I'm pretty sure anyone who has not seen The Craft before, I highly recommend you do watch it. It's a great film. It's one of my better unknown guilty pleasure films. Like I said, it's well acted, well directed. If you've not seen The Craft, I highly recommend that you do go see it. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate it if you do that. And once again, this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and join the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down at the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror camera roll.